Hi everyone, I just want to get on here tonight with two parts. You'll get my video in a little bit, but I wanted to show you that life does happen, and I'm actually going to kind of go along with you guys and do my own program with both my kids' rooms, but tonight I'm going to show you my daughter's room. We've been sick the last 10 days, life has happened, and this child probably has too many things, so I'm not perfect. So I'm going to show you her room here and kind of what the what the spaces need to be, and any shared duty, etc. And then I'll go ahead and do the first steps and show you that. I'm hoping to get on video, but my phone's being funky and I still have to record another video tonight for tomorrow's lesson. So let's hope for the best. But let me flip you around here and get you started, or show you what I got. All right, so here's her room. Her bed is unmade. She definitely has way too many coverings on her bed. It looks like we've got several that my husband has put on. So we're going to go ahead and take many of those off because she's 4.5 and she actually can make her bed almost by herself. But with this many blankets and some different sizes that we have going on here, that's definitely making it hard for her to make her bed. So we'll get rid of some of those. I'll show you what that looks like. This was her sister's room who picked blue. Her older sister, she moved out to a different room. So this is her nightstand. It has water, her light, and some books. So my goal here is to have all of her books in this area, and that is its only purpose. Nightstand, her water for at night, and books. And there's a cat. This bookshelf really needs to house all of her toys. I have one other bookshelf I'll show you in a second. And then if you see the very top bookshelf with the books, the very top has something on it she can't have yet, so it's put out of her way basically. But the top shelf is all books. It's front and back, so it's 2 layers of books there that are all Nancy Drew, Babysitter's Club for 4.5-year-old. Obviously not there yet, but I don't have anywhere to store them, so I was able to take them out of a box and put them there. The second shelf down is kind of her knickknacks. Third shelf down is more books. She's not ready yet, but a little bit closer than the top shelf. And then the bottom 3 shelves are kind of where all her toys need to go. Then you can see in the closet that empty shelf is where I need to get some bins and some of the bigger toys to house. So you can see some of the bins all over the floor. And this is what happens when you don't instill those quick 5-minute pickups. This is probably 10 5-minute pickups. It wouldn't take that long, but that's what happens when you skip over them because you're tired. I get it. So anyways, the upper part is carrying the kids' luggage and extra bedding, so I'll put more up there because there's room after I get it off her bed. My husband's clothes there, so her closet does have to serve a purpose to store clothes. So that's not changing in her room. There's nothing we can do about that. Next to the empty bin is 3 bins that if we had a garage or storage, that's where they would go. But we don't. So again, her room had the open space, so she's carrying in her room. She has to have 3 bins that aren't hers. So I did really want to show you her room because of the fact that it is dual purpose. We don't have a lot of clothes for her to hang, probably more towards summer and Easter. We'll get the dresses, stuff like that. So her dresser, I love my husband and he does all of our laundry, but he does not put their clothes away. So and Henley knows how, so she'll do it a lot. Otherwise, when I come in at night, I'll spend a few minutes and put all their clothes away because each drawer is easy. Socks, shirts, it's very easy to throw in there. I don't know why he can't do the other step, but I'm going to shut my mouth because the man does laundry. So celebrate people when they do things right and learn to adjust yourselves. So that being said, the only thing I want on top of this dresser is really probably a few toys, maybe some knickknacks, something like that. So I really don't want anything on the dresser. It will store clothes. Like I said, this will continue to happen. But if that's all that's there, it's really quick. It would take me 2 minutes to put all those clothes away. Or when she's doing her chore chart, she likes to put them away as well. And there's some coloring and leftover stuff. Again, we have that. She wanted hung up in her room. Very precious. So this is her room. Let me flip behind you. Like I said, I'm literally plugged in right now. My phone's giving me issues. So we have a piano in here. Doesn't play with it a lot. Again, a little early, I think we were on getting it. But again, huge stuffed animals. Yes, we have those big stuffed animals that y'all hate. Get that. Actually, that was a hand-me-down from an older sister, so we've even had it longer. But this piano will be staying. But I'd like this to be empty eventually so that she can play the piano and maybe she'd play it more if she could get to it. So life happens, as you can see, and these rooms do get like this. So don't be discouraged, like, oh my gosh, I can't even keep a clean room, because this is me not doing anything and not helping a 4.5-year-old with having sickness and everything going through our household. This is what it got to. But I let it slide because I don't care. It wasn't bothering me. I would rather spend extra time with my kids than to have their room be perfect at this age. Every once in a while, I let it slide. So let me go through the first steps with you guys, and let's see how it can change in just a few minutes. So let me do one more thing around the room just to get an idea, and then I'll pick it all up. Well, the things we did first round. Okay, so there's a cat hiding behind there. I almost lost my life trying to make the bed, so it's a rough make. But I removed all of the blankets and actually fold them up there. A, because I can't reach up there, and B, I didn't know if I pulled any special blankets off. I didn't want to dig them out tonight, so I did put them there. But later, as soon as she goes to bed tonight, if she doesn't request any of them, then they'll go up high. I put away all the clothes, and the floor looks a little bit better because I had some a few dirty clothes, stuff like that. But really, after this is most of round one, putting away clothes, all of that. That took me literally maybe 5 minutes. So, you know, it's one of those things you really can't tell. If you guys were here and you did it, you'd be like, okay, I get that. I totally see that. So let me go show you what I removed from the room. For a 4.5-year-old, I recommend trying to do it without them here, as you can get rid of stuff that you don't want them to have. So this was a game box that's broken, so we'll need to keep the game in something else. So I took it out of the room. This was a dirty blanket, so we'll put that in their dirty clothes. This is a kitchen set. I thought it is actually one of our kitchen rags, but it does go to our kitchen set, so I'll throw that back in. When I was putting away the clothes, I thought I noticed a bunch of stains on this, but maybe, yeah, the knees are pretty stained up. She does like them, so I might try to hit that in the wash again. So go ahead and throw that in dirty clothes. Some random, you know, things I get at school, and some game and paper she had in her room, a bobby pin, and then my grocery bag that I just recently purchased was in there. And then also there's some more garbage that was in her room, and her water cup. I will take that out and refill it. So again, not perfect, but those few things are done. I know what needs to go where now as far as when we start the next steps. I've gotten rid of the few little things. Like I said, certain kids, you get rid of that garbage. Wow, it makes a huge difference. Others, like her, because she's 4.5, they don't tend to carry a lot of garbage. So I didn't have as much. I removed a few things that didn't belong. And we're ready to hit tomorrow's day, which is clothes, which I did my son's room earlier a few weeks ago, so I'm not gone through her clothes yet, so I'm kind of excited to go through that process with you guys, and we will go from there. So I'll get this video up shortly, and then after that, I'll have tonight's lesson for tomorrow. All right, thanks, guys. Let me know if you have any questions.